8 races remaining in our season. Look at Sanford and Son. He came out of nowhere in this second half and has just dominated. And you can see 172 points above Abe Lincoln. He 4-scored 7 years ago. It felt like he was in the lead. Now he's dog ass. And John Smith, 121 points back. But this is gonna all change in one race. But we're running out of races here. Tango Spooner Jr. gained 23 points on Sanford and Son there at Darlington. He's 360 points back. If Sanford and Son falls, Tango's only 240 back behind John Smith. We're just pretending the leader doesn't exist here, but Tango would be 240 points back. He wanted to be 240 points back with 10 races to go. So that kind of gives you an idea on where we're at, but really, I don't know. All right, folks, we're here at Richmond Raceway. You see Tango Spooner Jr. flying down the pit road, getting ready for his qualifying laps. And I'll tell you right now, 2 important things happened in 1998. Dale Earnhardt winning the Daytona 500 and the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue with Heidi Klum on the cover. And that 1998 Heidi Klum was seen this weekend with Tango Spooner Jr. as he begins his qualifying laps. They're no longer called hot laps, folks. Oscar Mayer Wiener has they've dropped out of the sponsorship due to the death of Chris Gaines. And we still have Susan Sarandon out there protesting, and we got the 80s car body here. There's just a lot going on. We got to talk about a lot of things as Tango begins his final qualifying lap, brought to you by Dude Wipes. Tango's trying to get to the finish line here, and you can take your butthole to the finish. You can take your butthole to the finish line by wiping your butthole with Dude Wipes after taking a crap. Tango coming through 304 here. Gonna try to get it to the wall, see what kind of, I don't know what he got on his first lap. 22.9 on his first, 22.873 on his second lap, folks. Might be top 10. There is electricity in the air here at Richmond Raceway, folks. Race fans have been drinking all day. Some are dead, which has only added to the drama. It has transformed into a hedonistic playground, a veritable smorgasbord of flesh and fantasy. Fans, both seasoned and newcomers, have shed their inhibitions like the last vestiges of daylight. The aroma of barbecue and the distant rumble of generators has melded with the sweet scent of lust and the tantalizing whispers of the impending nocturnal escapades. It's the Miller 400 on ESPN Speed World, folks. All right, folks, let's give this Stern and Grit a peek. The AI prompt for that intro was there was an orgy in the infield, and they just, it tried, it did what it could. Old McDonald on the pole here after his bad Darlington. O.J. Simpson, that's good. Not a lot of big names there in the top 10. Rowdy Burns, Sanford and Son, the points demon, starting P13. You may have seen Tango by now. He's starting P25, folks. It's just a tight field. It's a tight field. Tighter than Uranus. Where's Uranus? Uranus starting P11, folks. Checking out the rest of the field, Jake Christ. Who cares? We're talking about Sanford and Son right now. Where's Abe Lincoln? Abe Lincoln, P37. He is just dropped. He's dead. You know. It's a shame what they did to Abe Lincoln. And starting at the back of the field, his brother set fire to his house last night, and he was injured. He was in the burn ward, and he missed the pre-race driver shower. That's Casey Kane, the Big Red Machine, starting P39. Pitter patter, let's get at her. The Miller 400 under the lights here at Richmond, underway, folks. Tango has the benefit of starting on the inside line, but there's drivers around him got to worry about his erection. Wait till you see his cockpit. He's got a picture of Heidi Klum in his cockpit that's like, I don't even know. And folks, we're using the 1980s car bodies here for this hot race. You know how the hot 80s body? Well, Susan Sarandon. Susan Sarandon's still protesting the panties ban here. The women For people new to the new to the series, women aren't allowed to wear panties to the track because they kept on throwing them at Tango during his qualifying laps, and it was just a safety hazard. But yeah, Susan Sarandon was out there this week, or today even, with Selena Gomez, and Meryl Streep was there too. Megan Mullally was out there protesting. And that's all with the backdrop of Chris Gaines' tragic death last week at Darlington. Tango making some moves here pretty easily. That's why Oscar Mayer Hot Wieners, we thank them for their sponsorship, but they, because Chris Gaines choked on a wiener in the car, on the track, Oscar Mayer thought it best to back out of the sponsorship. It's just too, the emotions are too raw right now, so I don't blame Oscar Mayer Hot Wieners for that. And I'm still kind of getting over it. And this whole week, I was just like, I was praying. I don't really pray that much, but I was praying, like, God, why, God?
Andre!
Wait, hey, boy, who is this? Andre, it's me, my child. Dad? No, it's me, my son. What? You keep calling me your son and your child like you're my dad. No, it's God, Andre. God. Oh, special treat for you, folks. We have God here. What? God, what are you doing? Hey, Andre, I have somebody who wants to say hi.
Hey, Andre!
Chris! Hey, Chris!
Hey, Andre, just letting you know I'm okay. I'm content. And I was watching you shower today, and I know you're sad. I just want you to move on and be happy.
Hey, thanks, Chris, but I mean, are you allowed to do that? Are you allowed to watch people shower from heaven? That's kind of weird. No, he's allowed. The first week after you die and you're in heaven, you can watch people shower and do stuff. That doesn't sound above board there, God. Anyway, God, we have some live betting here this race. Who wins this race? Because I want to put some money on, maybe win a bunch of money here. I don't know who's going to win. Wait, God, I thought you were all-knowing. No, I don't know anything. I'm just sitting here taking in some hot Mystic Cup racing action brought to you by Mike's Harder. I don't know everything. I gotta go. All right, thanks, God. Something about that seems weird. I don't think Chris Gaines should be allowed to be watching me shower. But if that's the rule in heaven, that you have a week to, do that stuff, then that'll be the greatest week of my life when I die. Anyway, folks. We're 12 laps into this deal. Let's send it out of Tango, see what he's got going on. He's got some hot racing action.
Hey, thanks, Andre. Where are we at? P16, so I've gained 10 spots. I'm looking for Sanford and Son. I can't find him. I've kept the those engine sounds from Darlington. I think those get the job done, I think. We'll definitely keep them at least until Talladega, because I want to hear how they sound at Talladega. Shit. We're good. With the same settings, with the same everything, I started like P10 or I don't know, better than I'd started here, qualifying-wise. So, it's an uphill battle all race now. Ninja Turtles out of the race, folks. Must have happened sometime during the hot intro. My engine is really peaking at the end of that front stretch, so probably going to start hearing call-outs later from the spotter to watch those gauges. All right, Clifford, there's somebody near me, too. Oh, man, Andrew Dufresne just popped into my mirror. Yeah, I'm lucky there. Yeah, I was born in 84. So like early 90s was when I started looking at, started watching NASCAR and stuff. And honestly, truthfully, the first race I can remember watching and being invested in was the 1993 Watkins Glen race with Kyle Petty and Dale Earnhardt wrecking. But the whole reason I'm talking about that now is, looking back at NASCAR history, Richmond Raceway looked so different in the late 80s. It was like Richmond Fairgrounds or whatever. So the actual layout that we know as Richmond really didn't become that until the early 90s. Just a jarring little tidbit there. I think the pit window here is 27:54.81. Would be 3 stops. Who's racing me underneath? Get out of here. I'm just gonna get around Dolly Parton. She's been holding me up, making me nervous. Almost hit that wall, but we're good.
Here's a Mike's Harder field summary. Mike's Harder, a real drink for a real man. Try the cranberry. Cranberry's not bad. Babe Ruth in the lead here early. Old McDonald started on the pole back to P2. Rowdy Burns started top 10. He's sitting there P3. Uranus, what did we say he started? P11 maybe? Seems like the whole inside line was able just to move forward. Sanford and Son P8 here early. It's the big points name. Nobody else, nothing else matters. Or where's John Smith? We'll worry about John. Oh, John Smith and Abraham Lincoln. P36 and P37 right now. And so Sanford and Son, if they can, well, then it depends where some of those other cars are at. But Sanford and Son, if things stay as they are now, Sanford and Son, he's exhibiting Jimmy Johnson like dominance. Unbelievable. And Ninja Turtles during the intro, they DNF'd somewhere. I was gonna say PDF'd, like that's a thing. They DNF'd. Tell you what, it was good to talk to God. It was good to talk to Chris. And that's the closure I needed. To know that he's safe and happy. And
All right, thanks, Andre. Your stupid field summary. Your stupid field summary blended into it bled into the pit stops. But we're all right.
Watch your feet now. 5,000.
Here's Tango's first pit stop, brought to you by Mike's Harder. I tell you what happens is I'll crack open a 23.5 fluid ounce Mike's Harder,
Go, go, go.
and
Now, keep it on 5,000.
I start
Watch your feet now.
not chugging it, but I start drinking it for the early hot action. So,
5,000.
you know, Andre maybe some burps in there, you know. And then
5,000.
the things settle down after the intro and stuff, and I can start feeling it to kick in. And that's what's happening right now. I'm like sweating. We're all right. First time I tried cranberry, it's not the best. I mean, just the sourness of cranberry, period. Like some of the other flavors of this, like strawberry pineapple. There's been hurricane punch or like fruit punch or whatever. Those just taste like strawberry and pineapple and Hawaiian punch. But this one, just the sourness of the cranberry, it always gives you the subtle reminder that this is an alcoholic beverage that's going to mess you up. I mean, the whole point of buying this stuff is to not taste you know. Like back in the day, I'd drink whatever got me, Milwaukee's Best or whatever. But no, I'm not choking down beer to get a buzz anymore. I have some friends who swear by drinking, you know, they swear they love IPAs. And like, there was like a stretch there where it was like cool to drink IPAs and you were like hip. Just like, this is brutal. Like, just give me something that gets the job done. I don't need this stuff. I remember starting to date a girl back in like early 2010s, like 2013, 2014. And she was really into IPAs. And I was just like choking them down. Just to see where that would go with her, and it didn't last long. Tell you what, yeah, Andy Dufresne, that's the car that we were battling earlier. He's stronger than me right now. We'll let him go. The sign behind me right now, this is a great difficulty. I love this.
All right, Tango, there's a race going on. You're talking about whatever you're talking about. Just focus. Elvis Presley just DNF. That's something else you might want to talk about. Elvis Presley DNF. Babe Ruth in the lead here after pit stop still. I think those fucking Sanford and Son, P5 after pit stop. Just unbelievable, folks. Going through 6 through 10, Pocahontas. I mean, now, you know, I've been drinking too long with Tango. Pocahontas. I know it's a black and white picture, but I mean, you know. And Christopher Columbus. And we have Sig Hansen there, running P10 right now, going to commercial. Andy Dufresne, P11. So you know who's sitting P12 right now. Tango Spooner Jr. himself. Abe Lincoln, P22. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Jesus Christ sitting P33. And of course, Elvis Presley and Ninja Turtles with DNF. Folks, go to commercial break. We'll go to commercial break. We'll be back with more action here on ESPN Speed World from Richmond Raceway and the running of the Miller 400.
Everything happens to me.
I'm broke. Can't pay my bills.
I think I'm cursed.
I'm just bad luck.
Stop. If you're tired of bad luck, if you think your life is jinxed, now you can change it with E. David Scott's Curse Removal. Call this number and follow simple instructions.
It really works. Within 2 days, I won this car in a drawing and $20,000.
Call and let positive forces instantly cast away the evil spirits that bring you bad luck. $1.95 per minute for entertainment only. Under 18, get permission. Call now and remove the jinx from your life.
All right, folks. Welcome back to the running of the Miller 400 here at Richmond International Raceway. We're on lap 46. We got 50 laps to go. We're not even halfway through this thing. Get some great looks here from the Pennzoil Copter Cam. Flying high above the speedway today. Amelia Earhart at the controls. So we know we're in good hands. Or no, that's not sexist. It's just a joke that she disappeared. I'll trust Amelia Earhart all day if she was piloting my plane. And during the break, I'm pretty sure I saw Susan Sarandon peeking over the wall, trying to take a look at the hot racing action. It was just a matter of time before she came around. Just the last thing we want is like Kathy Griffin here or something, you know. She's not here. Special treat for you folks. Mic'd up this race, we have Christopher Columbus. He's running top 10 right now. Pretty good run tonight for the Crisco Motorcraft machine. Christopher Columbus, Andre the Giant with ESPN Speed World. You got a copy?
Yeah, it's me, Christopher.
All right, yeah, I guess you're Italian, so we'll go with that. So, in recent years, people have started to realize you were kind of a dick. And you didn't really do anything with the United States. Like, you discovered South America and the Caribbean and stuff. And, you know, there's really no reason to, you know, make, you know, for you to be, I don't know.
well put, Andre. But too bad. Yeah, I might have enslaved the natives and stuff. But hey, that was the time. that was how you did stuff back then. I'm heading down into the pits.
Yeah, okay. Hey, Christopher, listen. Yeah, you're a dick, and yeah, I don't know.
Hey, I have the last laugh. Everything is named after me. District of Columbia, Columbus, Columbian era.
Yeah, that's nice and all, but we live in America, named after Amerigo Vespucci, who did stuff too. So, you're a joke. All right, folks, pit stops have begun. Tango said he's pitting next time by. Just hot action. As Tango heads into the pits here soon. He's on the backstretch now. He's going to make sure what Winston Churchill's doing, then he's going to dive into the pits. All right, Tango starting his hot pit stop. It's not time to give you a programming note. I know this race is running a little long, but folks, if you're tuning in for after the race, stay tuned for the world television premiere of Fly Away Home. Pretty sure it was the girl from My Girl. Her mom died or something, and she had to go live with her dad in Canada. And Jeff Daniels was the dad, and he actually had that hot woman wife. We'll think about it. But anyway, they lived on a farm, and the My Girl daughter, she was like emo and sad about stuff, but she found these baby geese or whatever, and she imprinted on them on their birth, so she became their mother goose. But it came crunch time where they had to fly south, migrate south for the winter. And usually how that goes is their actual goose mom would do that, but they didn't have a goose mom. They had the My Girl girl. So just to stop listening to his daughter whine all the time, Jeff Daniels decided to make her like a little prop propeller plane or something shaped like a goose, so she could. This is a real movie, folks. It was shaped like a goose, so that she could fly those geeslings to the south. And after some trial and error, they got off the ground, and the ducks were gonna follow her. There was a tragic moment where one of them got injured by the plane, like the engine. But eventually, Jeff Daniels, in his engineering wisdom, was able to get the plane running good. And just to bond with his daughter, he helped her fly. Like, like he helped her. He was gonna fly with her, and then something happened to his plane, or he got arrested or something at the border, and so she had to fly the rest of the way to like South Carolina or something. I forget where, like some marshland where there was an ecological preserve that some bad guy was trying to shut down for a strip mall or something. And just her flying the geese to the south captivated the country and basically peer pressured that strip mall guy to not take out the wetlands or whatever. Let's fly way home, folks, after today's race. All right, pit stops are done. There's like 7 laps to go. We'll send it down to Tango, see what the hell he's doing, where he's at on the track.
Hey, thanks, Andre. I'm sitting P12, pretty much exactly where I was during commercial. I've been racing with Sig Hansen. Martin Luther King was on my balls all commercial. He's ahead of me. Christopher Columbus is ahead of me. And we gotta get a read on where Sanford and Son is at. P4, man. I don't know if there's any stopping Sanford and Son right now. And this difficulty, I have one more pit stop. I was struggling during the commercial break. There's a sweet spot in this pit window that I have to run near perfect laps, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. It helps that they're racing in front of us, but we only have Elvis Presley and the Ninja Turtles DNFing so far. Don't really get too many spin outs at Richmond now that I think about it. Or maybe we do, I don't know. All right, let's not hit this wall. Yeah, the 80s body, I mean, I don't know. We're coming from that 1964 Darlington body it was such a pronounced market difference from what we've been running, that this 80s body just almost looks like the Papyrus default. But you look closely, you can definitely tell the difference. There's definitely a cool look to it. Like I said, this is that sweet spot where I just really have to focus. Running 22.4s. I think my PB is a 22.3 something here. All right, there's your 22.3. So I'm guessing that's not my PB. There's that eye on the gauges call out. But we'll be fine. We only have 27 laps to go. I have Christopher Columbus here.
Clear, clear. The car in front of you. You're now at the top speed.
This is the kind of difficulty I want, where if I run near perfect laps at the top of my skill ceiling, I can gain spots. That's what I want. What did we say? 27, 54, 81. So we only got 10 laps until the next round of stops. Do I know? But yeah, man, that that 1998 swimsuit issue. I was 14 years old. My dad had a Sports Illustrated subscription. We used to subscribe to magazines, folks. You'd get them in the mail, and it would be the day of the week when you knew Sports Illustrated was coming on like a Thursday. And you just couldn't wait to get out to the mailbox and get it. But yeah, I was 14 in 1998, and that Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue that year with Heidi Klum on the cover. She had like a pink and black bikini. She was in the water. Light changed my life. See if I can get around my cat here. Let's not throw away this race. I'm gonna back out. I don't know what my cat wanted to do there. She's having a good run. Oh no, she's a lap down. Never mind. She's not even for position. I'm sitting P9. We need to see smoke billowing in front of us, and we need to see Sanford and Son DNF. My cat, what are you doing? Yeah, we use this sound pack at Darlington with those just, rumbling engines around the big track. Now we're getting an idea of what it sounds like at a smaller track. Engines, fluctuating up and down and things. And again, I want to stick with it until Talladega. See what that sounds like when it's at peak, Talladega sounds. I don't know. Oh shit! Some of these cars might have to pit again. No, this is actually a really good kind of pit window situation. I'm gonna go in now. I've been pitting later than them all race. I'm gonna see if this changes the game a little bit here.
Watch your speed now.
But yeah, to give you an idea, I'm taking the final swig of this Mike's Order after, maybe an hour time right now. I don't know.
Go, 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 go.
It just hits you like a ton of bricks sometimes.
5,000.
If you try it, please drink responsibly. Christopher Columbus here. This is gonna be for position. That pisses me off.
Car down low.
Or no, were we trying to track him down, or didn't we pass him? I almost got hit by old McDonald there. Who's probably the leader. Wasn't he leading a bunch? Or Babe Ruth was. Wait a minute, is that these are the leaders right here? Is that Babe Ruth? Hang on.
Okay, the leader is hitting now.
No. That might be Dolly Parton.
We're racing the 15 car.
All right, we got cars everywhere. The tail end of this race is going to be the sweet spot where I'm really got to hustle the car to stay up, to compete. I don't trust Christopher Columbus is not going to fly down here out of nowhere, so I got to back out. That's a NASCAR Racing 2 veteran move right there. But he's slow right now. If I can get a good burst of speed out of this turd. I got him, man. That's not even a question about it. It's good to see Pocahontas running well. The Daytona 500 winner. Man, that gives me the red ass. We haven't seen, I can't even see a car that looks like Sanford and Son on the track right now. Spin on the front stretch. Is that Sanford and Son? It might be. That must have been a quick little spin. We didn't hear any residual call outs. I'm still not seeing any Sanford and Son-esque pixels. So. And if you watch that DG Voodoo End Glide video talking about the pixelization of cars, oh God, what is this? These cars actually don't draw too bad in the distance. I see Sanford and Son now, and this is going to be, this is, I got to focus here. I've been playing grab ass all race long, having fun, but this is crunch time now. And I see Sanford and Son right there, and I might gain 5 points on him this race. Just dominant. And that's our goal. To track down Sanford and Son. Third race in a row. Weren't we trying to do that at Darlington? We were trying to do that at Bristol. Now we're doing it here. Winston Churchill, I guess he was the spin out. Beethoven. Damn it. I guess Pocahontas, is that her? No, this is Megan Thee Stallion. Man, what a fall from grace. I think she was leading the points for 1 or 2 races. And that was it. And my biggest fear has come to fruition. Just when we need to pick up spots, this is that sweet spot that it's just tough. I'm gonna hunker down. See if we can get around Old McDonald, and then we would just limit the bleeding here. Stop the bleeding on what we lose to Sanford and Son, although Sanford and Son just made a pass on Babe Ruth. I'm not too worried. Sanford and Son, they can't keep this up. And we still have, what, 7, 8 races to go after this? 7 to go, I think. They can't keep this up the rest of the season. I talked about it in the Ricky Rudd season, but, you know, I was experimenting with things, and I was trying to find like a better backdrop for the beginning where I put that ESPN booth with Andre and Bob Jenkins, Benny Parsons, Ned Jarrett and stuff. So I was looking back at NR 2003 stuff for inspiration or ideas. We played so much on this game recently, you forget how good those NR 2003 graphics are, relatively speaking. I miss having that free camera where I could just fly around the track wherever I wanted. But this is just a nice solid game. White flag, one more to go. Rowdy Burns, P2. O.J. Simpson's going to be getting his second win of the season, which, I don't, we'll give him a celebratory donut here after the race. But, let's steal this old McDonald's spot. All right, so we didn't lose too many spots. We didn't lose many points on Sanford and Son.
That's okay. Good job. We'll get them next time.
And I'll tell you what happens on the back end here is sometimes there'll be one or two cars that straggle on the track or whatever, and if they don't get back to their stall, the race won't end. Like no matter what you do, you can accelerate time for an hour. The race won't end just because there's a little glitch. But if your car is still running, you can go give them a shove. It snaps them out of it, and they can get to their pit stall, and the game will recognize the completion of the race. So I got to take a lap or two, make sure everybody's in their pits. Wait a minute, Clifford and Jimi Hendrix are out, but that might just be, I'm going to write that down. C27, C33, and then we had C23 spin probably on whatever lap that was. I'll have to, let's go find OJ. He's going to be near here. He started near the front. There he is. See what I mean? There's some cars that aren't getting into their stall. And just to be safe. Because once I wreck my car, I can't drive anywhere. No. So we're good. If they do that, that means they can't get into their stall. And just hang on. Get out of here. Where's OJ? I think we got him. But we need to hear the sweet words. Oh, he's gone. No, he's there. Where are you going, OJ? What are we doing? I can't see him. I can't see him. I just drove through his car, so that's it. How about Rowdy Burns finally getting to the top 5 or something? Good for Rowdy Burns. Loy Allen, of course, Sanford and Son. I've lost. Yeah, we both led a lap, so I probably lost 10 points to him this race. Them, whatever. Friggin' ridiculous. And the other big points names, John Smith, down there, Abe Lincoln. Where the hell is Abe? Okay, Abe Lincoln, P21. And this is getting almost, this is ridiculous at this point. Sig Hansen is up there in the, okay, he's P14, Andy Dufresne, P8. All right. And then it kind of drops off from there. Loy Allen came in 247 back. So we're down to 7 races to go, and we need something to happen in Sanford and Son. Take a look at the rest of this results. Who cares? O.J. Simpson, yeah, got the win. I meant to show that how he probably got it coming out of pit stops and everything. So yeah, we need, I don't know. Sanford and Son is too good right now. We got Dover coming up next. I'm trying to think if there's anything. Oh, Clifford, his underbody is like purple, I noticed with this. And I have to go into the paint shop and change that. And we're probably breaking out another car body next race. I don't know what it's going to be yet. Nothing crazy. I was thinking about maybe using trucks for a race, but that's a whole different thing, because that's a whole different physics set. It's a whole different lines in the track files and everything. So we can't just automatically flip the trucks with this. But I am going to keep experimenting with the cockpit view, see if we can get that bigger cockpit. Because I really enjoy that. But all right, that's it for now. We got Dover, Talladega, and Martinsville coming up. Looking forward to it. Hey, thanks for all the views, comments, likes, subscriptions. Having fun down the stretch here with this. Thanks for watching.